Hello and good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Team Green Gaming with our kinda Halloween edition here. Before we get to our first run of the day, let me just quickly recap you on what you can donate for and what our motto is here. Green Gaming is speedrunning to save the planet. Each year we pick a charity that is looking to make an impact on our climate crisis. We only have one planet to live on, and we should do what we can to make sure we can coexist. And for that reason, we are raising money for Mother of Corals, whose mission is pretty simple. We rely on coral reefs for a lot. They produce a significant amount of the world's oxygen, and more than 1 billion people rely on reefs for their livelihoods. But coral reefs are in trouble, and now more than ever, we need to return their favor. At Mother of Corals, we provide the tools and training to enable coastal communities to create, maintain, and share artificial coral reef habitats with the public in order to increase their environmental and economic sustainability. And in order for you to incentivize towards, donating that, we actually have an incentive coming up for our Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on. We'll chat a little bit later, but you, yes, you watching this can take part of that if we meet our Chat Chaos incentive. So if you want to make that run extra spicy, donate a couple more dollars toward that goal so we can reach it when the run happens in a little more than an hour. And with that, let's come back to the present. We will have a Portal co-op run happening with Perigon and Austamate. Over to you guys.
All right, hi. I'm Perigon. I'm here with Austamate.
Hi.
And as you said, we'll be doing a co-op run of Portal 2. We will be doing the first 5 courses of the game, not ignoring the 6th, for the all main courses category. Sorry. So it's pretty glitch heavy, so we'll explain it as it goes. So I'll pass it over to Austamate so we can do the countdown for the start, seeing as he has reset controls.
Yeah, so I am going to have to reset this run just so that we can start in the proper place without dialogue skipping over. So I'm going to do that now.
Probably go countdown might help. Go and start time.
Yep. Timing starts after we skip this cutscene, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice. So its first part's pretty linear. It's not much, just kind of getting used to some of the controls. So we're just going to taunt to each other, because that counts as a gesture. And here it introduces to the ping tool, which we don't really use at all, but we kind of have to get it over through. Oh yeah, you have to.
Apparently, we do not have a ping button.
That's an insane start. There you go. Right. Doesn't matter which one you ping, just kind of ping whatever one you want. Get mine done a bit faster. Nice. And the calibration the level we're in includes a lot of out of bounds shenanigans and stuff. But first we have to get our portal guns by bunny hopping across this gap here. Or, alternatively falling into the goo. That works too, I guess.
I don't know what happened there. I kind of lagged at the start of it and it kind of broke me.
Yeah. Oh, blame it on lag. So here we're just going to get a large setup for going out of bounds, where he uses something on the roof and I line up here, where you can bounce off me and land out of bounds, and shoot a portal directly to the end, basically. And I have to do a little hop around here, and we're going to clip Austamate back in bounds only here, down to that staircase, and I will clip back over here, so we can hit this button so we can actually finish. And that's the first level done, which is probably one of the most complicated ones. Overwrap. We're going to go straight to a lobby here, except it still counts as the first course. But from here on, we'll keep going back to the lobby after groups of levels, I'll call them, and those will count for courses. So the first one is over here, which I shoot a portal there for Austamate, just for efficiency, because there is a portal surface right there, which means we can both get to our elevators around the same time. Now, hopefully, the level selector reset, because otherwise we're going straight to the end, which we don't want to do.
No, it did. I checked before I went in.
Good. So this first course is pretty simple. you know, fair enough. It's the first course, which is an introduction into co-op mechanics. I have to juggle buttons.
You may notice that I didn't have to stand on the first button there. That's because there's a thing with Orange's character where because they have ping not being the main host, the buttons can hit and not get taken off because you hit and get off them on the same tick, which the ping doesn't account for, I'm pretty sure. Something similar to that.
And so that gets a button stick, which I didn't even realize I got, which is pretty cool. But that just makes it a little bit faster so we can get to the second button faster. But here, just gotta... Oops.
I will not click the button.
Right, I don't think we're gonna hit that. Oh, we
No, we
did.
will.
Okay, nice. Felt like that was a bit too late, but that's
My
fine.
use button is mouse up for some reason.
Scroll up or mouse up?
Yeah, scroll up.
Got my binds. Don't know why.
I can fix that in this cutscene though, because after every level we have a slight cutscene.
Yes, and I might as well explain it now. Except for those first few elevators, they are on a sort of, I guess we can call it the closest thing I can think of as a frame rule, where you have to enter at a certain time to finish fast. Usually we have dialogue cues for it. But the first ones don't, for some reason. Don't know why. But I believe this is the first one where it matters. Only one person has to into the elevator at the right time. Oh, you gotta shoot the turrets.
Yeah.
They're kind of a bit annoying. But yeah, I think this is the first one that we have to do anything for. But
Yeah, it is.
pretty much from here on out, all of them have it. I believe Austamate has the dialogue cue at the bottom of his screen. I don't for some reason. But, you know, only one person does, so it's fine. Do you have splits open by any chance, though?
Yes.
Sick. Because I don't.
I also now have E back for use.
Let's go. Convenient binds. Love it. Now, I've forgotten the next level. It's...
Rat maze.
Rat maze, okay.
Which we're gonna immediately restart level 4 so that we can taunt to skip a longer taunt, which
It's not, because
didn't
my
work.
taunt bind doesn't work. I'm just gonna jump it, because I know what my taunt bind is. Our binds have gone out of whack. We played like an hour ago.
Yeah,
I don't know what you think you are doing, but I'll
What is that?
because Perigon didn't taunt, I still hit him in his animation,
Right, okay, that's some
which caused it to happen.
nice time loss. It's fine.
It's alright.
But yeah, I just have to lift these up and down with these two buttons to get him through. Did that very slow, but it's fine. And then that laser up there, you only have to hit it a little bit with the laser for it to keep the door open for some reason. But, you know, take advantage of that just to get it done quickly. And now we're moving on to... Oh, yeah. You can grab that cube, it's still fun. Because the bottom of the elevators below that middle bar just don't work. You could shoot portals through them, throw stuff through them, ping through them, like, they're all kind of broken. But here's a trick that I have to pull off that I could quite easily fail. I practiced it a bit, but I have to do a wall strafe, which probably explain, if you're not aware, Source games do. Source games have movement called bunny hopping, which if you jump in sequential frame, or sequential ticks or frames, not sure, and air strafe, you gain speed to a certain point. In this game, Portal 2, the cap's 300 for some reason. Yep. Where you lose most aerial control, but up to then, you can do like 2 strafes between each jump to gain a lot more speed. And a wall strafe, for some reason, also gives you speed if you just rub up against a wall and hold W. And so I use that extra speed to make that gap nice and quickly. And while he's doing this, I'll point out, we probably got good dialogue there, I wasn't paying attention. But if I died on a weird certain way, both got to the end, there is a really, really long dialogue that we skipped, or kind of dodged, whatever you want to call it. Thankfully we got that, it's a little bit long. But this is the end of course 1. They all kind of end similar-ish, not in like a similar layout, but a similar way. The final course doesn't have an elevator, we just kind of explode, like that, and get sent back to the lobby. And so at the start of this lobby, we also have to taunt, because taunts cancel out any animations GLaDOS makes us do, and usually that saves a little bit of time. But I'm going to be doing a similar thing to lobby 1, where I will shoot a first portal on that platform there, get myself over to here, shoot another one for Austamate, and moving with course 2, which is our least favorite course. It sucks. Put it bluntly, it just sucks. Don't know what it is, but tricks are hard to do. Including the literal first trick, which if you can ignore your skill issue for a second and hit this, that'd be lovely. Thank you, that was insane. That fling is a pain 99% of the time, including and these 2 reportals, which we both nailed. That was a good flings for the first time in a while. Now this is a pretty long dialogue for no reason, so any plugs or donations, then free reign.
You're not humans. I can drop the fake praise. You have no idea how tiring it is to praise someone for placing an edgeless.
And if not, then that's fine also.
Receptacle designed to exactly fit an
This one's
edgeless
particularly long. Right. So
That
that's
was
the
our
first.
best ever too.
Was it? Well, not surprised. We hit everything first try. Now here, I have to shoot my portal pretty precisely in that corner to let Austamate do this little fling. Why it works, I have no clue. But if you put it in the middle of that platform there, it won't work. So
It's something to do with how angled portals work.
something with source. Source is its own little thing. Another bit of a long dialogue. They kind of bump up in speed at points. I think flings may be the longest dialogue, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe except
Either
for,
first or second, yes.
yeah, if you ignore laser crushers, which could be longer. I'm not sure. Now what's this level? Okay. Here is another button stick, which I can demonstrate a bit more clearly, hopefully. If I jump off that button quickly, no one has to stand on that button, which means I can just give Austamate this sphere, or edgeless safety cube, put in that receptacle, and just finish a lot faster. And another bit of a little short dialogue skip there if Austamate puts the ball in after I die, or at least it tells him that I'm dead. It skips a little bit of dialogue, which is nice. Any time save is good time save. There you go. So what's next? I am not good at remembering.
Vertical flings.
Ah, nice, okay. This is another bit of an easy level. Start of course 2 and the end of course 2 are kind of the worst. But the mid's kind of easy. Just kind of fly up here. Fly up here. I actually need to remember to go up here. I think get a cute sphere boost.
Now, as long as one player goes through the final door, the button or whatever that's used to hold it open doesn't generally need to be held open anymore.
Yeah.
Which is why, for most parts, we just hold something on it until one player goes through.
Yeah. Oh, okay, catapults. This is also probably the second most complicated level. So first I have to get a nice complicated setup to get a quantum crouch here, which basically means that I'm in a crouch state but my camera is not. So I can pop my head through the ceiling and hopefully hit this shot sometime soon. Thank you. And that shoots it out of bounds so Austamate can clip back in, and we are at the end of the level basically. Here we're going to do another quick taunt to skip a little animation that plays here. The elevator a lot faster. And yeah, I really don't know how any of this works. I'm pretty much as confused as anyone watching. But
I know how it works for the most part.
well, that's good for you. But yeah, there's not anything that intense for a while, I don't believe. Here we walk Austamate with me. You can grab that out of there, or grab it out of the dropper. A lot faster. I need to place that down, that's horrible.
Also, for some reason, I can shoot a portal on this grate. I don't know how it works. I don't think many people do. But you can do it in anywhere that has a grate, I'm pretty sure. Some are harder than others, but that one's just really simple, so we just go ahead and do that.
Yeah, you may have also noticed that I just kind of pulled the cube through the fizzler. If you hold something low enough, I can try and demonstrate it here. You can just kind of bring it underneath. Nope, okay. Mind. That's probably because there was stairs and it wasn't on the ground. But if you hold it below yourself and walk underneath the barrier while crouching, it just kind of lets you pull it through.
That also only works in co-op. Again, no reason why. It just does.
Co-op has like very specific things that only work. And differences. Oh, okay. I forgot what level it was for a sec. Thought it was a different one. That's a common occurrence of mine. Hopefully I hit this fling. This is a bit of an annoying fling. I've missed it. First try. Love it. I tried this a ton on my own because I knew this was a pain to try and hit. And I was scared that I was going to do this all marathon. This is going to take a moment. I'm sorry for my skill issue. There we go. That's good. Right, and here we're going to hit a dev button. For some reason, there's just a button there that you can click. And if you line up your hops well, you can just hop straight through the door. Again, not sure why it's there, because you could devs could probably just like no clip. But hey, we'll take it. It's fast and cool looking. And the window of timing is also a lot wider than you'd think for how, you know, sort of a speedrun strat it is. Can we get the early cycle on the... Nope, okay, I missed it. I'm gonna have to do this way. Fuck, no, I'm not.
Oh,
This is not good.
I haven't seen you miss that in ever.
No, I haven't either. You can grab the cube through here. Ultimately, you get a really good cycle, but I kind of choked a ton there. You just grab it through the side there. You can grab it through the bottom as well, like I just tried. However, it just didn't work there. Can I get the button to stick there? Nice. I'm going to try and hit this. I don't think I've ever hit this yet.
What's this?
Try and grab the cube that flies out of here. Because I get another button to stick on that. No, I missed it. Okay. Messing around while I wait for Austamate to grab the disc and finish it.
Yeah, I just had auto grab shenanigans happen.
Yeah, auto grab is lovely. It's another co-op difference. If you move in, I think it's like 250 units. You'll just automatically grab any grabbable object you pass, which can be useful, but can also be stupid. And now we're moving in from the worst to probably our favorite, I would assume, because it doesn't seem terrible. Oh, I feel once. That's why I need those little toasts.
It's alright.
And that's what I mean. A little backflip would be a lot shorter than what just happened there. You just go through. No, I actually need to go through. I'm sorry. I lied to you. There you go, okay. Yeah, it's on one. Good. This one is just significantly easier in most areas. It's just like bridges is the main gimmick of this, the light bridges, which will be quite immediately shown. I'm looking the wrong way somehow. But here, Austamate shoots a portal there for me to make this jump over here easier. And that just skips a little bit of puzzling, as you love.
Is which one a new strat? I didn't see.
Where you shoot the portal for me, so it's sort of not going fully through the portal. Either way, basically he shoots the portal a bit weirdly on the edge of that portal surface, so the sorry, I forgot to move. The bridge is closer to me when I jump, and that just makes that jump a lot easier because it's a dumb jump. And without it, I would miss it a ton. And I've proven that with other runs. right. What's next? This one. Right. This one's another bit of an easier one, which just has to nice raise me up here so I can shoot a portal up over there, one there, and pretty much just walk to the end. Not much to explain there. This one doesn't have too many glitches until was it bridge fling? I think that's what it's called. There's not much glitches up until then. It's just solving puzzles in the fastest way possible. And with speed, it's hard to kind of explain as we go. Trying to remember what's next before we get into it.
Fling block.
Fling block, okay. Thought so. This one's probably the... Oh, is it the worst? I don't know. I don't know they're terribly bad, per se. I know the turret ones are worse. What turret levels existed. But here we just kind of hit ourselves on an angled portal to redirect our momentum towards the door. So, ready to finish that. I was going to show how you can... Oh no, you can see my little portal trail there. As they those bottom of the elevator things just don't work. If you can even call them elevators. I don't think they're elevators, but there's not really another word for them. So this catapult something.
Catapult block.
But a portal shoot in there. We were just there, by the way. It's hard. I don't even really know how any of this works. I just kind of know what I'm doing. So I apologize if the puzzle solving is a bit... Almost fell off. Is a bit confusing. I will try and explain the glitches as best as I can, but the routes are a bit hard to go over. As we do them, you can just like shoot through. They just don't work. You can't. Never mind. You can't ping through them because you can't ping in an elevator.
Yeah.
That. I bet if you could ping, you could. But yeah. Want to say something, or are we just saying
No, I was going to say that it's bridge fling.
Ah, right. Sick. Yeah. Here's the.
Here, I will portal bump 2 portals, as you just saw, so that I can shoot one through a wall, which lets me get up to the upper part without having to do the rest of the puzzle, pretty much. Something I will admit I've never done.
Yeah, I don't think I've played through this like casually, ever. You kind of just told me how to speedrun it and we speedrun it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I did play through Portal 2 single player, non-speedrunning though, so it's not the co-op because I did not have anyone to play it with. But yeah, from I think Course 3 is pretty chill from here on. Yeah, I don't remember the levels.
It's just the 2 turret ones and then bridge testing. So nothing overly complicated.
Sick.
We've definitely gotten better at the 2 turret ones.
Yeah.
This is a bridge building exercise.
Just a matter of figuring out how I jump out of this portal here.
You can't build bridges out of tears.
You have a better angle of what's going on here. But basically just covers up both those turrets quickly. Let's shoot one there.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
There's not much to the route that's going on.
Yeah.
Other than shoot portals places.
Yeah, so if there's any donations or anything to be read out, then rest of Course 3 is pretty much free for that.
I can totally do that, because I just want to remind everyone here that we are taking donations for one of our incentives coming up, which will be the Chat Chaos incentive for our Grand Theft Auto San Andreas run, happening in about an hour, I want to say. Because if you go ahead and get that incentive met, you can actually take part in the chaos just by, participating in chat over here, which is pretty awesome, I want to say. We are still looking for quite a bit of money to get that met, so get your donations in while you still have the chance to do so. And, you're absolutely not supposed to do this for free in a way, because you also can win some of our awesome prizes over here. We have quite a few prize packs prepared. For example, if you donate a total of $5, be it a single donation or a couple donations that total up to $5, you are in the running for a copy of Return to Monkey Island, a brand new installment in that long-running series that just released a week or two ago. So you can grab one of these, or a copy of Call of the Lamb, another brand new game that has, released to glowing reviews, and a lot of people have been playing it and having a lot of fun with it. But that's not enough. No, you can also win the Crackpad Show, which is another new game, and just a description of that is totally wild, so I'm just going to read it off to you. The Crackpad Show is an action-packed roguelike shoot-'em-up about mutated animals that fight in a bizarre TV show, crushing their opponents with a variety of weapons. Choose your beastie, gear 'em up, and go kill your enemies in the name of fame and sweet sponsorship deals. And if that doesn't make you excited to donate to the charity, I don't know what will. So, donate. Do it. We want that chaos in chat. Back to you guys.
Sweet. Had a bit of a little small, tiny, insignificant mess up there. I died twice. Didn't mean to do that. Obviously, this is not really that hard of a jump, which is a bit unfortunate. I probably lost us like a good chunk of time.
42 seconds, yeah.
42. My bad. But yeah, that's not supposed to be a hard jump. Kind of just like a easy strafe. But here's another pretty intensive level with mechanics. You can stand on this little thing without fizzling portals. Missed that cycle. But yeah, I could just jump onto this. That's the spool we need. Drop it directly into that thing, receptacle, and press those levels myself. And basically do the rest of the level without Austamate, because only one person needs to finish these kinds of levels. So you can just kind of chill. I finish this. Maybe don't overshoot the door. That'd be helpful. But yeah, that's the end of course 3. That was pretty clean as well, I'd say. Maybe not the beginning too much, but that's fair enough.
The next level is probably the most glitch-intensive one.
Yeah, of course overall. But
Yeah.
I want to say this jump kind of isn't too lenient. There isn't much of a barrier, but it is also quite a far jump. So you're trying to shoot outside of the portal placer helper, which are usually there to help you, but they kind of don't help in a speedrun. Yeah, that just makes the jump a little bit closer and more easy to hit in a run, I guess.
You may notice that I stuttered a bit at the start. That's because there's a trigger that we hit to turn on the light bridge, which isn't necessarily needed to be hit, but we've had runs that have just died to the door not opening because the bridge doesn't turn on, so that's more of a safety thing.
Hello? There we go, okay. So there I shot my portal a little bit off the helper again, which basically means that funnel pushes us all the way up to the portal and get something called crouch fly, or the crouch fly glitch, which basically when you enter a portal, your state, which checks if you're in a funnel or not, is set, and crouching overwrites that, I believe. So if you crouch in a funnel and then leave, you fly. Pretty cool. But you have to be at 0 velocity for it to work, as far as I'm aware. And so if we shoot the portal a bit off, so we hit the portal immediately, go to 0 speed immediately, and then fly, it's faster. Again, apologies, I don't really understand many of the glitches in this game. I kind of just know they exist, and kind of how they happen from like an M-Sushi video.
We do have a Portal 2 mod in the chat.
Oh.
At the moment that may be able to describe it.
Yeah, please. I need it. I don't know how fly exactly works. I know it has something to do with like a value of your flying state being set. So yeah, if they could explain it better, go right ahead. Again, I'm a speed runner, not a router. Don't really know how much works. I just know it looks cool and I know how to do it. Which this one looks pretty cool. Probably the coolest of them.
If we get it.
Yeah, if we get it, that is. It is a bit of a annoying glitch. But we need to make sure that the funnel doesn't go through that portal. Right. Can I just fly to the end? The reason that can be a bit of a pain is because that first portal with that eye shot, the funnel cannot go through that, and that means you have to shoot the portal in a pretty precise way. And you can actually do that both at the same time, but ping and coordination makes that incredibly hard and inconsistent for us, so we kind of just opt to do it one at a time in a short amount of time loss. I tried it too high. Whoops. I am sorry.
You may also notice that we don't jump into funnels or jump onto catapults that put us in funnels. That's because if you jump into a funnel, you cannot crouch. Again, don't know the reason. That's just how it is.
Yeah, we avoid jumping into any funnel is not good. I was going to say something different, but I went with what I said. So any funnel where we're going to get fly, we can't jump, otherwise it won't fly. Again, as Austamate said, neither of us know why, but, you know, it works. I almost just went for the bunny hop. Not
There is... You can clear this gap.
Yeah.
So we're going to fly over just by bunny hopping. We can do it, but for marathon's sake, we figured this would be easier.
Yeah, I get like 1 in every 3 on a good day. Yeah, no, we're not good enough at it for a marathon yet. A lot of people are, but we are not those people. Unfortunately. But flying's a pretty good alternative to skill, I'd say. But yeah, of course 4 does get a tad little bit repetitive. I think almost every level is just fly to the end. Which is... this can also just not give you fly sometimes. Oh, that's a bad fly I got. I cannot jump. Yeah, I got slow fly. Which you can see Austamate got a good fly there, which basically lets him jump. I could not jump there, so I basically just had to float up at that really slow speed, which is called slow fly and is not cool because it's slow. I think it has something to do with leaving the funnel on too sharp of an angle. That's what I found with testing, but again, as with everything, I don't really know.
I think it's hitting the ground before you leave the funnel fully.
Probably. Advanced polarity. This one's another bit of a annoying one.
For that reason.
Yeah, pretty much. He has to launch off that catapult into the back of me and land on top of that little wall there. Good. And then I bounce off him all the way up here. And shoot a little funnel for him, and you can just float the way up. Again, it's quite... not a terrible level, I'd say. We've got it pretty consistent, but just because of how many tricks there are in comparison to the rest of them, which are just kind of fly, it's a bit more mechanically intensive. Now for the next one, I believe is Funnel Maze.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, which used to be the worst level in the run for us. That would kill a run or lose like 40 seconds to it. Thankfully, we found an alternative, which is significantly easier. But this level, was going to fall under the usual thing of just fly to the end and all fun. Except the fly here, for some reason, is incredibly inconsistent in co-op runs. Solo co-op, which is a category, that fly is very consistent, but for some reason it's not in online. So we opt to do that, which I believe is a solo co-op route. I don't know where I found it.
I think it is a solo co-op route.
But yeah, it just ignores the fly.
I will need you to complete one more test outside of the standard testing track.
I've lost my words.
Refrain from doing those childish gestures.
Gets rid of the fly and is close to as fast as we could do it with fly. So I'd say a good alternative.
We lose 4 seconds to it every time, roughly, which isn't awful.
Yeah, as opposed to 40, which the fly route usually did.
Need to find a power station
Up to the final level, of course, 4 now, which I believe is the final one of these, the like
from my grid.
ending levels.
I am sure it was just
Yeah.
Yeah, which is another quick one. They're all pretty quick, except for bridge testing. But yeah, Austamate pretty much just sends me a portal right to the end, and I carry a funnel just to fly. Oh, fly all the way to the end. Almost fell into the void. And then yeah, right at the end again. Only about a minute long. Pretty sure that's the same with like the first two.
You did it.
Not so much bridge testing, third one, but this one is
Fully connected.
nice and fast, which
I can see.
a consistent and fast level is always a welcome level.
Nothing bad happened. Excellent.
Now into the final course of the game, one of the less cooperative in the way that it doesn't like us levels. There are just a ton of ways it can go wrong, and despite it not being terribly hard, it does screw us over a bit. You can explain the reset.
So there I reset level to skip a cutscene animation that
Are you scared to save those humans?
basically is bringing this part in, as well as this pad that we use to jump on. If we don't do that, it loses like 20 to 25 seconds, I'm pretty sure. It could even be longer.
Yeah, let's go. Stood on the light. Only one person has to hit the trigger there, so I like to try and not hit the trigger. You can stand on that light sometimes. Sometimes you can't, sometimes you can.
Final course is training.
There, I just kind of walked off.
So this actually has a purpose.
Yeah, this first one seems to usually be quite cooperative.
Let's be honest.
It's not much, so I'm not surprised, but
To be science.
I know the buttons can be a bit hard to hit.
That first one can be quite annoying to hit sometimes.
Congratulations on completing the test. You two
These are some quite unique elevators as well. They open considerably faster, and no one has to hit the trigger down there, because I don't think there is one.
There isn't.
Yeah, so we can just kind of stand on the edge. And that means that dialogue isn't too much of a worry throughout these levels. You want to see the backup here?
Yep. We still need Geldo. Hello. Also, I can shoot through the floor here for some reason. It just does not have collision.
That's why humans couldn't complete these courses.
Okay. I have no clue why that is. It just doesn't.
Again,
To start preparing
Coven.
for human testing
back to this run.
an old suggestion.
Don't know really what's going on.
The number one request.
We just know how to do it, and then it happens.
Tests.
A
Really
lot of
fast.
things are just dev oversights more than anything.
They could still write
Yeah.
a suggestion.
So what we did there was a backup to our normal strat, which would normally be just bouncing straight to the end without having to go through the portals, but again, for consistency's sake, we thought we'd do that one.
Going to need
Oh,
to use all the tricks you
Another
learned.
Yeah, I got it.
hard level. Oh shit, nice.
Oh shit,
I'm not
maybe.
allowed to,
It's extremely
not sure I'm allowed to say that, but apologies if I'm not.
deadly, but we all know
But basically, Austamate just jumped down and shot portal right to the end.
nothing is deadly.
So we can just make a quick jump off that, or not. We both choke it. It's a
Oh, you too.
yeah. Oh god. Now I'm back to September me. No, I don't want that. There we go. Okay, good. That can be a bit of a painful jump. But basically, all we're doing there is just jumping off the bridge that goes through that portal, just right before it rotates our character. And so we can jump across to the end. Just usually first try and not third. Now it's this level. Small rep.
Well, that
Nice.
I didn't mean to make you feel bad earlier.
This one's
Again,
another one
it's
with
level
a
with a different strat.
Yeah. Oh god, what are we doing? Come on. I don't think I failed that strat unironically in a month. Definitely not twice in a row. What are we doing? We are not this bad. Trust me, we have an advanced level solve. Me.
That's not even a joke, unfortunately.
No, it really isn't. But this one. My bad. I kind of just jumped into you. But the fast strat here is basically to shoot a portal up there and jump through a portal to the end. However, I suck and can't do it, and you just killed me.
Were you not through?
No.
Oh.
That sucks. But instead, we can just shoot a portal up here. I think I remember where it is, so I think we're fine. Yes, I do. Shoot a portal right up there. It's a pretty precise shot, but it just sends us right to this little shot. And at the end, again, that other strat is considerably faster, but also I don't know what I'm doing wrong with it, so I'm not consistent. Pretty sure you are, for the most
Yeah,
part.
I get it 1 in 2, probably
I
more.
get it maybe 1 in 20, and it was a fluke.
This is teamwork, yeah.
I should have chat open. That'd be cool. I'll just read it after. A lot of these Course 5 ones do have harder strats that we don't do, including this one, where you can fling over that barrier and basically do what we did in the level few prior. Nice job. And basically shoot a portal right to the end again. Sorry, good job on my part as well. But again, it's a case of we can do it, but we are not consistent in any manner, so we don't do it. And that kind of just sums up Course 5. Long levels with hard strats that we do not do. Yeah, basically.
I shot a portal through a gap in the framework of the level. I don't know exactly what you'd call it, but to go back to the first area, which there usually isn't one. I don't know why there is on this level, but because of that, I can shoot one there and then shoot one once I get to the next area to skip doing the entire puzzle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which last time I tried to do fast took me like 6 minutes.
Here it's going to be another thing like we saw in Infinifling, which you probably don't know the name of, where he uses a slanted portal. Lovely. Uses a slanted. I don't know. You should jump down there. Slanted portal to launch up. I'll give you that and that.
I was gonna say I can't launch with that.
You probably just could go through the portal for that shot. Oh my god, I shot the wrong portal. We are not doing good this Course 5. Apologies. A really good start, but this is not an amazing end. I don't know why I shot that portal again. That was not necessary. So it's that portal first, then that one, and then I jump through. Okay. Let's see if we can have a good last few levels. Because this has been a...
There is 2 levels left, so you don't have to endure this for much longer.
2 levels to choke a ton on. I should not say that because Vault Entrance is a level.
Vault Entrance is probably our most chokeable level.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because it is quite literally the last level of the entire run. But it's also one that we choke an abnormal amount. In very, very varied ways. So I believe Vault Entrance is possibly one of the longest levels. Well, no, it wouldn't be, because our old PB would have been, but I think our gold's like 112 now, so...
108 now.
108, yeah. It's a bit of a long level.
Testing is the longest level.
Yeah, nice. Good to know. But, there's just a million ways you can screw up in Vault Entrance. So let's not do that.
Yes, we are on the last level, folks. So if there's any donations you want to get in before the end of this run, now is the time to do so.
Indeed.
I am going to need you to activate the manual locks on the vault door itself.
Well, aren't you in luck then? Because we have a $40 donation from BTF Floatsome saying, long-time watcher, first-time donor. This is for saving the environment and killing Recall sanity. Greetings from Australia. And that amount obviously goes towards the Chat Chaos incentive for our GTA San Andreas mod, which is the second run after this one. So if you do want to see that incentive get met, keep your donations coming because we are still looking for more donations to get that happening.
Sweet. So as you can see, we have immediately screwed up vault entrance. I have done it again. We are doing so terribly right now. Oh my lord. What is it with course 5? What did we say?
That is marathon luck for you.
Yeah, quite.
We're already like 2.5 minutes over our normal PB time, so
I am absolutely choking this. What was my shooting? Red. Nail that into your head. Jump as well. I am really, really sorry. I am not this bad. I am not this bad. I am so sorry.
you've got this.
I'm probably running
I want to read it.
Nice, okay. Finally. Probably would have been best off doing intended. Here we're going to collect a quick checkpoint because evidently we cannot do this next trick without shooting some safety portals and checkpoints. There's a checkpoint down there because the end of the level is right there. And what that does, those levers, is put some gel down. And we're going to do what's called a gel strafe.
And hopefully hit it first try.
Hopefully. Where this orange gel, as you may know, gives you speed. And if you strafe on that by moving your camera with A, I've done that bad. So I need to focus for a sec. I swear, I have not failed that in ages.
Well, as you can see from what I did, we strafe on the gel, which for some reason gives us a lot more speed than what we would normally have, and gives us enough to clear this gap. Then all we do is taunt to clear this camera, and we finish with 3.5 minutes over our PB, so definitely don't take that as normal skill, but...
That may have also run over time of our estimates. I'm sorry about that. That's unfortunate. But yes, that's the run. That's all main categories. There's still a 6th course. However, we do not run that in all main courses. That's all courses, which we're not running here, obviously. So, yeah, thanks for having us here to show off our amazing ability to throw runs. And yeah, thanks for having us here. Send it back off.
All right, well, thank you guys for that one. It was definitely a little bit chaotic, but so are our incentives, because I just said it, but I just want to reiterate that we are still looking for your donations for that Chat Chaos mod for our San Andreas run of GTA coming up in half an hour or so, so you don't actually have that much time left to get your donations in. We'll go to a quick intermission, keep the donations coming in the meantime, and after that, we'll be back with Diggity Ding Dong and Alien vs Predator 2. Hang on tight.